Love that for you. What is up, fam? It is your girl Sab, also known as #Sab here on the internet. You probably don't remember me because it's been 37 years since I filmed the last video. I'm actually on my way right now to go work out with Coach Vinny, who is a good friend of mine that I met through our mutual friend Andrew. And let me just be honest, Vinny has saved my life during COVID-19 because bruh, with OTF being closed, your girl would have lost all sanity. So I've got some catching up to do with you guys. I want to let you guys know how my life is going, how I plan to finish out the last 12 weeks of this year. We literally have 12 weeks left of 2020. I'm counting down the days before we get a new fresh start. So let's get at it.
Alright, so here's what we're about to get into today. We've got our cardio set up, about 5.5 minutes of work. You're going to turn up your efforts a few times, around 75-85% of that max capacity. You're going to see these 5.5 minutes. Then we'll work 3 rounds of upper body. We'll go back to 5.5 minutes, but we'll do it on the rower. Then we come back for 3 rounds of lower body. We're gonna finish things off with more cardio on the treadmill. Same 5.5 minutes to finish.
What is up, guys? Now that you guys saw what it's like to work out in a day with Vinny, let's get into my internet return. Yay! You can see my cool little background here. This is really isn't a YouTube filming space, but one of the hobbies I've picked up during this COVID-19 extravaganza is video gaming. Sometime in June, I purchased the Switch and started to play Animal Crossing because that's literally what everyone was doing, and I got addicted. And then that slowly just turned into me live streaming my gaming on the internet. So you guys can catch me on Twitch. Make some DIY stuff. That's basically what is on the agenda this evening. We need to figure out what we need to make. I'm super new to it, but if you guys want to come out and hang out and chat, I will leave my information below. I mostly stream Animal Crossing and a few other variety style games. But anyways, if you guys did see my last video, then you saw that I had kind of a similar setup in the background. This is different. I was super excited about that YouTube room. I had my lights set up. I was gonna start a podcast. I had my big green screen set up. I had all of these ambitions and passion and excitement about my new YouTube journey that I was going to invest in with all of this COVID-19 free time. And then plans changed. So I actually decided with my husband that I was going to homeschool my kids. And by homeschool, I mean like I'm the teacher, not like COVID-19 virtual learning that everybody else in America is doing. Like I have purchased my own curriculum and I am teaching my children now 4 days a week. So that's what I'm doing, and I transformed that room. I kept the same wallpaper and whatnot, but I transformed that room into the homeschool room. If you're not super familiar with my story, I'll just give you a brief update. I adopted my 3 younger siblings, and so what that equals is I have 3 younger siblings and then my 2 daughters and then my husband and I in my house. That's a lot of people. That's 7 people in one house, and I'm running out of space for things. So I actually took my walk-in closet and I completely cleared it out and I minimized my wardrobe and I turned this into somewhat of a filming space, and that is now what I use to stream my video gameplay online and potentially for future YouTube videos that are the sit-down portion. Anyways, now that we've been caught up to speed with all of that, let me tell you guys what I've been up to in the fitness realm. So obviously Orangetheory has closed. You guys met Coach Vinny in the beginning. Most of you probably already know Coach Vinny. I actually did a 2-week program that Vinny offers where you work out with him in person for 14 days straight. You drink 100 ounces of Kangen water, which is basically like the purest form of alkaline water. You do a daily meditation session that is a FaceTime or Zoom. You eat 100% of a vegan diet. So I was intermittent fasting and I was eating vegan food provided by his wife, who is an amazing vegan chef, essentially. So I did this really epic 2-week program with him and his business, which is also called Ascension Food. And it really changed my life. I learned so much about myself. It felt like a retreat in a way, even though I was like home and I was driving to see him every day. It felt like if you were to just go away for 2 weeks and kind of have your mind off of anything everything. Of course, I was still mom and I was still wife and I was still cooking dinners and things for my family, but it really allowed for me to really take that mental time for myself, and I learned so much. So I was super successful going forward in the next few weeks of that. But just like anybody, I think the further you get away from something that you've done, you've got to kind of regroup and get yourself back there. And we only have 12 weeks left of the year. So I have been maintaining a mostly whole foods plant-based diet. Are Oreos a whole food? I think they're vegan though. But I have struggled with that. I've struggled with emotional eating, which is something that I've struggled with my whole life, and that's still something that I'm going to have to continue to struggle with until I find my right balance. I have been maintaining a 3-day-a-week workout schedule with Vinny, but I could definitely be more active. So that's really what this kind of comeback is about. We have 12 weeks left of the year, and I want to really get back on my game of intermittent fasting. I want to up my water intake. I've still actually been really great. I will say my food choices, my water consumption, and maintaining at least 3 days of activity has been pretty consistent since I finished Vinny's program. My portion sizes, intermittent fasting, and maybe the whole foods portion of the plant-based diet has been a little bit of a struggle. So I really want to get back onto that. If you guys have followed my channel forever, you know I'm not in a one-on-one close relationship with the scale. So I really don't want this 12-week journey to be about weighing in every week, because I think that the weight on a scale is just one number. I myself will become obsessed with that, and it'll be no longer about just getting back on track. But I will tell you that at the beginning of my COVID journey with Vinny before his 2-week program, I was about 217 pounds, and I will do a final weigh-in at the end of these 12 weeks just because I'm curious what will happen. I feel pretty good right now. I mean, I definitely feel a little more fluffy, but my mind is right. I'm feeling highly energized. I'm on like day 4 of intermittent fasting. I've worked out every day. In fact, I'm doing an Apple Watch challenge right now. I think we're on day 4. Yes. With about 20 different people, which is really exciting. If you guys are interested in joining, comment down below, or make sure you guys DM me on Instagram, because as soon as this round wraps up, I'm going to re-advertise it. And I've had a few people reach out to me on Instagram about the Challenger app, which I guess allows for lots of people to be in a competitive Apple Watch challenge at once. I'm hoping that we can do that, because it is kind of a bummer. You can only have so many people on your Apple Watch, and if you have to like delete numbers and add people, and it can be complicated. But I want to be able to inspire you guys, and I enjoy the motivation, the little like smack talk that kind of comes along with the Apple Watch and so on. So it's been super fun and motivating to me as well. So that's kind of my plan. My plan is to do a daily workout. I'm also doing the Couch to 5K program. I started this a few weeks ago, maybe like a little over a month ago, and I've been terrible at it. So I want to get back on track. I would really love to become a runner. So I'm doing that with a few friends. It's really my plan. What you guys can expect from me in this YouTube channel over the next few weeks is a weekly video, just updating you guys on what I've been doing. I'd love to share some plant-based recipes with you that my family has loved. That is one of the things that's been a really cool transition. My family is definitely not vegan, but they are definitely willing to try new things, and I would consider them more vegetarian. I'd love to share some of those recipes with you guys. I'd also just love to let you guys know how I'm doing, what I'm doing, and I think you kind of utilize this as like a weekly accountability for me. Like I said, not scale accountability, but just journey accountability. So I don't know if you guys want to join me. We've got about 12 weeks left of the year, and then 2021 is going to be epic because we're hoping that freaking OTF is back in running. My Orange Theory opened for about a week during this whole COVID situation, and then it closed down. I have a feeling it's probably gonna open mid-November, so I don't know, none of that's kind of confirmed. Orange Theory has made some interesting choices with just a lot of the communication they've put out over COVID. I know it's been really probably tough on the company. It's been tough on a lot of companies that COVID-19 has, you know, essentially forced them to be closed. I know Orange Theory, there's been so much controversy in the Orange Theory community. There's been a lot of crazy things that the company has said during COVID-19 via emails, via social media. I don't know that their PR people are necessarily making all of the best choices with the things that they're putting out there. But overall, I'm taking my stance and my opinion on Orange Theory as a company based on my studio. I love my studio. I love my studio manager. I love my coaches. I love the community of people that I have met and built in the Orange Theory that I go to. I know that my little studio is phenomenal, and I know that my one little workout I was able to do during COVID-19 and seeing all of the people, like, you don't realize what a community and a family you've built until you don't have them, and then you show back up and then they're there. It was just like a little family reunion. I love it. I am kind of sad. I've connected with a lot of the members from my studio, and a lot of them have moved on to different studios, different gyms and different workout routines, and I think it's going to be a struggle to have to pick or choose. As you guys know, Orange Theory is quite expensive. If you can find something that's cheaper and that is motivating and open, you might choose that instead. So I'll be very curious to kind of see what actually happens once the studios are back open. I know there's a lot of you guys that have had the opportunity to go to Orange Theory during COVID, so kudos to you guys. That's awesome. I've been seeing a lot of your guys' stats on Instagram, so you guys are definitely killing the game. I personally haven't been doing any of the online workouts. I just wasn't really a fan. They weren't very inspiring to me. You guys know that when I was doing my online workouts, I was doing Obey Fitness, which I will link my review above. That was a ton of fun, but other than that, that's basically it, you guys. I'm so excited to be back. I know the internet's kind of a weird place right now, but I'm hoping that I can bring some fun and excitement to your guys' week, and that we can create some positivity out of life at the moment. So I love you guys so much, and again, thank you so much for the support and the love that you guys shared with me on Instagram when I mentioned my comeback, and it just felt really, really good to be able to hear from you guys via DM, via comments. A few of you guys actually emailed me from YouTube, like, where the hell are you, Sab? I know, I'm gone. I'm also super excited because I'm working on a few more fitish pieces for kind of like a winter launch. So I think that'll be kind of exciting. It'll be fun to just get back in the realm of things. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.